In this lesson, we are introducing a very common body weight exercise for beginners. You'll find them in a lot of beginner workouts, and that is the glute bridge. So to get into our glute bridge, we're gonna start on our mat or on a comfy floor, and we're going to lay back with our feet down and knees up. From this position, we're going to do our little pelvic tuck that we learned about in the very beginning and kind of tuck our tailbone towards the ceiling so that those low abs engage. From here, I'm going to push up through the heels while maintaining that engagement, and I'm going to drive my hips up. Common mistake here is that people think that the goal of the exercise is to get up as high as possible and they end up arching their back. This is incorrect and can actually put extra strain on the low back, which is not what we want. The goal is not to get up as high as possible. The goal is to extend the hips and engage the glutes. If you are brand new to exercise, you might only get off the floor like an inch, and that's okay. You're gonna build your way up. Again, we want to tuck that pelvis, make sure our spine is neutral, engage the core. We're gonna push up through the heels as we lift the hips, and we're gonna squeeze the glutes. We're gonna keep our core engaged as we slowly lower back down. Now, a couple of things. You want your feet to be about hip width apart, and you want to make sure that your heels are close enough to your glutes that you're going to feel it in your glutes when you lift. If your feet are too far away, you're going to feel it more in the hamstrings. This is called a glute bridge. We're going to focus on the glutes. So if you feel it too much in your hamstrings, you might just have to bring those feet in a little bit closer towards your bum. All right, let's start again. We're going to have our feet hip width apart. I'm going to tuck my pelvis, engage my core, and while I'm keeping that engaged, I'm going to push my hips up through the heels, lifting my body weight through the heels, squeeze the glutes at the top, and then slow and control as I lower. Let's do it together. All right, push up through the heels, lift the hips, keep that core engaged, slowly come down. Good, so we're gonna drive up a little faster on the way up, keeping the core engaged, and then slow and control as you come down. This is also a bit of a core exercise as you need to stabilize both on the way down and the way up so that your body's not shifting all over the place. Let's do a couple more. My feet are flat, my feet are hip width apart, I'm pushing up through the heels, core is engaged, lifting, squeezing the glutes at the top, and then staying in control as I slowly lower back down. And that's it, that's the glute bridge.